Good morning, everybody. Thanks for coming to class. So last class we played with rotation, right? Spinal rotation. And it's not really a spinal rotation. It is working with our core. So we're going to stay with that just a little bit more today because I think it's important to work these side uh, oblique muscles and some of the deeper muscles. The cool thing about the obliques, right? The core abdominal muscles is there are internal and external obliques, and they work together so that when you turn, the external obliques are working on one side, the internal are working on the other side, and then you turn the other way. So they work together to help us move our cores and find the strength through this through the sides of the abdomen. Okay, so there's your anatomy lesson, very brief. Sit well, maybe move the flesh out from the sit bones. Know that you don't have to sit cross-legged if that doesn't feel good. And then take your shoulders up to your ears and squeeze them back and let them come down. Good, take them up and squeeze back and down. And then just find a nice steady place to get into your center, to find your breath. Taking a nice deep breath in and exhaling it out. And as you exhale, or as you inhale rather, I want to see if you can feel the side expansion of the ribs, right? So we reach those the lungs out to the sides, the ribs out to the sides, and then we exhale and we draw those back in again. So kind of like this sideways bellows, right? That we're expanding out and exhaling back in. Because often when we breathe, we'll focus on the chest. And here I want to focus on the side body. Good. Few more right here. Don't forget that nice tight exhale to knit everything back in. And exhale. And then let the eyes open. Take one hand to the lower ribs. And sometimes that can be a little bit uncomfortable. If it is, maybe you can use a forearm or the heel of the hand if it's a little too jammed up in the shoulder. And then push those ribs in toward the other side and take a really deep breath here. I want you to resist and exhale. So you're not moving the ribs necessarily, but you're using the lungs here, using the muscles. Inhale, deep breath. Exhale. Good. One more, just like that. Inhale. And exhale. Let that hand go. Shake that out. Go to the other side. You're creating resistance by making the lungs work harder and the muscles work harder on that side. So 3 nice deep breaths. And release. Good. And again. And exhale. And one more. And exhale. Good. Roll it out. Shake it out. Good. Inhale, take the arms up. One hand down, the other one over. Let's stretch. And then this side, right, where your hand just was, I want you to draw the ribs in. So now we're working rib and oblique. If you could feel this side of your waist, you would feel how that tightens. Good, breathe, and then release it and go into a deeper stretch. And then maybe take it up, push and push and push in, and release. Good, last one, push and release. And then reach over the knee, inhale, take the arms all the way up. Exhale them down. Good, same thing other side, take the hand out, reach over your head. Again, notice, right, we tend to go into a little C curve here, so pull the ribs in, pull the side waist in, and reach and stretch more. Good. Pull in and stretch out. Last one, pull it in and stretch, and then reach over your knee and circle both arms up. Exhale, both hands down. Good. And so go ahead and grab your strap. I'm already oddly warm because it's chilly in here. So let me take that off. Good. Grab a hold of your strap, and you're going to fold it depending on how long your strap is. If it's an 8-foot strap like I have, you're going to fold it into twice so that you've got a nice short little strap here. And take those arms out. And then imagine, so I'll mirror here. Your right arm stays really active and presses out. Your left arm is going to pull in and then switch. It's like you're, I don't know, rowing or something. So the elbows come into your sides. Now notice I'm not doing this, right? I'm trying to keep the torso pretty straight, but access these muscles here. So there's been a bit of activity on the health webs, right, about core rotation and stabilization, especially for the spine. So I just want you to feel this like pull and push with your hands. And then take both arms out. Pull it in through your belly, shift out the legs if they're getting cranky here, and twist everything to the side, to one side. And then pull the hand, but resist with the other hand to come to the other side. So I'm pulling, but I'm also resisting, like we're pulling a weight through water. Good. And then pull to the other side. Resist with that hand. And don't forget to breathe. We got 2 more, one on both sides. Pull, 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 pull. Good. Working the shoulders too, right? And pull. Whew. And take it center and let that come down. Good. Roll that out, everybody. Keep that same length. Take the arms up overhead. Watch what you do with your head, right? Try not to tuck the chin. Bend the elbows. Whew. And release up. Good. Exhale. Now, if your strap is too narrow for your body, go ahead and take it wider, right? Breathe. And up. Pull against the strap gently. And up. One more right here. And up. Listen up. Tone that belly. Take it over to the side just a little bit. Now, that hand that's up higher, pull it back. And then breathe and bend your elbow down toward the floor. Good. Take it up, straight arms. And then pull it back like you're crunching that side waist. One more just like that. Don't forget to exhale, squeeze. Take it up and pause. Let the arms come down. I guess I should give a little shoulder break there every once in a while. Good. Breathe. One more, the other side. So the arms come up. You're going to pull to that side and then bend the elbows and squeeze elbow to waist. Good. Straight arms. Exhale, bent arms. Woo, good. And up and bend. Take them up. Take them in front of you. You're going to row here. So pull against the strap and pull them back. Elbows roughly at shoulder line. And open. Good. Pull. Open. Pull in. Good. Two more. Just squeeze it in and out. Squeeze and out. Take it up and let go. Woo. Yay. Done with all that. Set that strap aside. Going to have you lay on one side. Now, you may want a blanket underneath your hip line if you don't have a lot of cushion here, okay? In fact, I think I'll take a blanket. Feel a little harder than usual. So we don't want to irritate the hips while we lay on that hip, right? So we're down at our sides. The knees are bent. You can either be, ideally you're up on elbow. So hopefully that feels okay. And you're going to take that lower shoulder, and pull that shoulder back. The hand is either flat or soft fists. And we're going to start really easy. You feel this underside of the ribs? Take your hand there, your top hand, to the underside ribs and pull those babies up. And then take the top arm up. Good. Allow the ribs to sink to the floor. And then pull them up again. Again, we're working with the side waist, some of the back muscles. And squeeze up and down. Good. Listen up. So this time, squeeze up and hold. Take the top hand and rotate it down under the other one like you would do a weird eye of the needle. And then pull it back up. You can open chest if that feels good, and then rotate down. So, right, we said we're going to work with rotational muscles. That's what we're doing. Squeeze it in and lift up. Good. Release that top hand for a moment. We have one more on this side. One, you're going to do the same thing we just did, right? So if we're thinking about what we're working, it will have more impact because you're going to focus down there. So either we're going to do this same one again, or we're going to lift the hips. Ooh, yeah. Take the arm up. Same thing. You're going to pull underneath that other arm and reach up. And two, think about the ribs. And three, and up and lower those hips. Press up. Swing your legs around. Come back to the other side. So I keep saying ribs, but it really is the obliques, right? Just below the ribs. But all of that is important as we work with and stabilize the spine. All right, so we're down on one elbow. That shoulder is pressed back. Take your hands underneath the ribs and pull them out. I want you to feel that first engagement. Take that top arm up. And then release the ribs down and pull them back up. It's almost like you're being pulled up by that hand, right? And one more. And down. Good. And then pull the ribs up. Take that top hand, circle it underneath the other arm, and reach it up again. Circle it down. Imagine you're pulling something back up. One more here. These are just warm-ups. Pause, maybe take that hand down for a moment. Three more of those, or lift up off your hips. Take the arm up. Here we go. Squeeze it under and lift up. Squeeze and up. Last one, squeeze and up. Lower those hips, press all the way up. One more time, go back to the other side. I know, right? So the blanket helps with that little breakdancing move, right? We can just like zip around on the blanket. Good. You're back on your elbow. The knees are bent, the top leg straightens. The other hand goes behind your head, right? We're like, ooh, look at me, right? So here we're gonna crunch this side of our belly. So as you exhale, it's knee and elbow, and then release. Good, knee and elbow, and release. Squeeze. I want you to think about where we're working and squeeze it in. And again, yep, one more right here, squeeze. Now extend the arm overhead and bring it in. So extend out, and then the elbow comes to knee or past your knee. And 3, squeeze. We got 2 more, reach and squeeze. Last one, and squeeze and let go. And press it up. Switch sides. Coming back to the other side. Think about these side body muscles. Extend the top leg. Maybe draw those bottom ribs in just a little bit. Top hand goes behind your head. Lift that top leg, and here we go for 5. So squeeze it in and exhale it out. Or exhale when you bring it in. Inhale as you stretch. 3 and 4 and 5. Good. Extend the top arm. Let's do 5 more. Squeeze it in, everybody. Think about your side body. Yep. This beautiful side body strength all the way around our cores. 360. Ooh, I lost count. So let's just do one more. Squeeze and extend and let go. Whew. Good stuff. Good stuff. Make sure your blocks are toward the front of your mat. And come to table pose. And breathe. So table pose, hands and knees. Watch those wrists. Check your hands. External rotation of those shoulders. Even the very tips of the fingers can kind of claw in just a little bit. Sometimes that really helps with the wrists. And take the right leg out. Lift the right leg. Find your breath. You're taking elbow or knee to same side elbow. So all you're doing is squeezing it in and reaching it out. Squeeze and out. 3 and 4. I want you to go slow. Feel your belly work. 5. Listen up. Same leg. Go outside. Outside elbow and then out. And outside. Out. 3 and 4 and 5. Extend that leg, everybody. Check your hands. Take the left arm out. Squeeze through the lower belly. Balancing table. Take that hand down. Listen up. We're almost done with this side. Kickstand out your left leg. Drop your right foot down so that your left knee lines up with your right foot. Your right leg is nice and long. Adjust your left hand and take your right hand to your waist. So this is a little side plank variation. Some people will call this quarter moon, right? Half of a half moon. So find that, press up. If you're okay, lift that leg off the floor. Squeeze your belly and lengthen your tailbone, everybody. Take the top arm up, again, optional. Still good, take that top arm over your ear, the palm is face down. Now, listen up. Lower your leg until it touches or almost touches, and then squeeze everything back to the center. Lower down, tap. Squeeze everything up. Yep. And one more down. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. And lower everything down to the floor. Whew. Maybe sit back in a little hero pose or child's pose. Stretch it all out. Good, and you can rock those hands, shake them out. You can squeeze through the wrists. Same thing, other side. I just turned around so I don't have the wall right in to my side. So come on out, table pose. Squeeze in through your belly. Check those hands, everybody. Open up the chest, shoulders. Press the left leg back. Lift the left leg and feel the glutes, right? Feel your gluteal muscles start to get active. Knee comes into same side elbow for 5. Squeeze. I don't want you to go fast here. Bring it in and squeeze that belly and lift. And 3 and 4. Good. One more. Squeeze it in. Exhale out. Take that same side knee to outside elbow and back. This is 2 and 3. Think about your core. 4 and 5. Good job, everybody. Extend the left leg. Reach with the right arm, balancing table. Working with core today. Let that hand come down. Kickstand your right foot out to the side. Drop the left foot. I always have to adjust my hand a little bit, right hand in this case, so that when I lift, it's pretty much wrist over shoulder. Take the torso to the side, take the top arm up. And breathe. Some of you are going to hang out right here. That's enough. Otherwise, lift that long leg. Squeeze your belly, activate the back line. Take that top arm over your ear, palm is face down, and then lower that leg and squeeze it back to center. Good, lower both the arm and the leg lift. You're working with the side body. This is 3, let's do one more. And 4, squeeze, and then release, hands down, knee down. Go ahead and sit back either on your heels, your toes, or child's pose. Find your breath. Notice how you're feeling. Good. If you can, I want you to come up on both knees. This is where it'd be really important to have a blanket underneath your knees. If your body doesn't allow this because of knee surgeries and things, just take one leg forward. It's actually going to be fine to do that as well. And then really work. In fact, let's grab a block, everybody, and take a block between the thighs. I think that's going to help keep the legs active where we want it. Lengthen the tailbone, lift the chest. Inhale, reach the arms up. And then just kind of like you're not leaning, okay? You're pulling it down and twisting with keeping your torso up. And then take the arms up, twist to the other side, right? Inhale. Exhale, imagine being the big, I don't know, Hulk or something, right? You're squeezing and twisting, but you're not leaning forward. Squeeze and breathe. That's it, a couple more. You should feel this like wringing out your side body and arms up. Good job, everybody. I want you to take the hands down, reach back, and then take it up. Take the whole body up, arms up. Exhale, take it down. And up. Good, 3 more. Squeeze it down. Lift it up. Squeeze down. And up. One more right here. And down. And up. Good. Release those hands. If you need to switch out legs, if you're doing one leg at a time, might be good. We're almost done here. We won't be on the knees too much longer. Lift up, tailbone down, chest is lifted. Take the arms out. And then pull one back. And then pull the other. So again, it's less rotation, but more stabilization. So pull, there's some rotation, but it's not big. You're like, oh, pulling something into your side body. And feel your belly, feel your core, feel the ribs, feel everything kind of center line working. Good. Couple more. Breathe. And take both arms out. Squeeze them both in. Take both arms up. Exhale, hands down. Woo. Take that block out from under your thighs. Step forward with your right leg. You okay, Betty? Good. Take those blocks up nice and high. And find just an easy lunge. You're like, oh, good, something we know. Nice, easy lunge. Squeeze the back glutes. Stay active. Roll the shoulders open. Flip your back toes under and just lift the knee. Squeeze through the back line and lower. Good. If that hurts, then don't lift the knee, okay? Just stay in your lunge. So lift, engage, lower, sort of release. Good. Lift and lower. One more. Lift and lower. Good job, everybody. Undo your back toes. Your left hand will stay where it is. The right arm reaches up. Twist. Easy peasy, right? Find your breath. And then take that same arm forward and pull it back. And reach. Good. Pull it back and reach. One more right here. Pull and reach. Let that hand come down. I know that front leg is getting tired. Stay with me. Knee down, knee up. Doing the same thing we just did. One twist. Breathe. Back leg super active. Press that heel toward the floor isometrically. Reach the arm forward and then pull it back. And reach. Last one. Pull. Linda's on the other side. Hand down, knee down. Holy moly. Let's get that leg back and take a moment here. Big deep breath. Feels plenty warm now, doesn't it? Yes. Do we need to turn that off? The heat? I do have the heat on. Hang on, everybody. Take a little rest. It was cold down here this morning. Okay. Ooh, we got demanding students today. Hang on. That's okay. There it goes. All right. Back from our commercial break. Let's step forward with the other leg, left leg forward. We're in an easy lunge. And even though I say easy lunge, right? You know how I feel if you've been taking classes with me. We don't just like blah, 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 hang out. We keep it contained. We keep the integrity of the joints. How do we do that? We activate the muscles, right? Find your breath. Just breathe here. Notice. And then leave your right hand where it is and take the left arm up. Just an easy twist here. Breathe. And then take the same left arm forward and pull it back. It's almost like if you were starting a chainsaw or something, right? Right? And pull back. And then release. Take that arm up. Exhale it down to your block. Flip your toes under. Lift your knee. Oh, I realized what I forgot. I knew I was missing something. So we're here. Let's just tap down and lift up. That's what I forgot. And down. Try not to let the head get too low. Lift. Tap it down. Lift. It's all on purpose, everybody. Good. Two more. Squeeze and lift. Down. Last one. Lift. And lower. Good. And then lift that leg and hold. That is optional. You can take the knee down. Right hand stays where it is. The left arm reaches up. Here we are in a twist in a high lunge. The low belly is toned. And then bring that arm forward and pull it back. And reach and pull it back. Just one more right here. Pull. Good. Release. Get those blocks out of the way. Carefully here, step back to downward facing dog. Woo! I bet that feels good after all that. Big deep breath. Plank pose. Find your breath. Lower the knees. Just sit back for a half second. Reach back long and then slide forward to Sphinx pose. And breathe. And notice, just stretch out your belly. Lower everything down. Hands come underneath shoulders, the elbows come in, press into your knees, push up, knees up. Downward facing dog, everyone. Extend through the index and the thumb. Breathe. Take your feet nice and wide on your yoga mat. Walk your hands back. While you're down there, you can move your blanket out of the way. Bend your knees and press those knees out toward the sides so they're not rolling in. One hand to each knee, look up, and then stand up. And roll those shoulders out. And just kind of get a sense, right? How are we feeling? When we talk about, again, those oblique muscles, that twisting, turning ability of these muscles that go down and up, they're super cool muscles. So we might as well enjoy them. You're going to turn sideways on your mat. And find a nice deep breath. Good. Go ahead and bend into the knees for goddess pose, for a goddess-like pose. What do we do in these poses, right? The hips sit back, the knees and the ankles are lining up, not only up and down, but feet to knees, right? So that we're not dropping the knees in, which can be really hard for us. If this is too low, you just come up higher. Nice tall torso though. All right, inhale, reach the arms up. Listen up, you're going to cactus arms. Cactus arms, squeeze the belly, sit back. One elbow taps down. It does not have to go that low. You can go to hand instead. And then tap and tap. I know. Tap. I want you to go slow. Tap. And tap. Good. Add the arm, extend the other one out as one bends, and then elbow the other one extends. Woo! 3, say good morning to your legs. 4, come on. 5, 6, hang in there, we're almost done. 7, 9, last one. 10, and stand up. Whew. Doesn't that feel good? One of those days. It's a gorgeous day here in Florida. Cool, but sunny. There's my weather forecast for the day. All right, if you can, once more, let's come into goddess. If your legs are going, no, thank you, stay tall. You can do the same thing. I do like a soft knee, even if it's not a deep bend of the knee. So go ahead and find what works for you. Take both arms out. Same thing that we've been doing. I want you to push, pull in. You'll feel that slight rotation, but don't overdo it. And then pull and pull. Good. Reach. I want you to feel strong here, right? And breathe. Good. Keep it going. Some of you, You can go just a little lower because you can and you want to, and you're excited about that idea. Good. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Now punch across, across, across without overdoing the twist. Breathe. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Stand the heck up. And walk those feet together and shake out your legs. And breathe, because it is all connected, right? We talk about that all the time. It's all connected. We're not ever just working this, we're working this, we're working this. We're having fun. Front of your mat. Find mountain pose. Use your breath. Good. Soften the knees, take your hands to your hips. We've also been playing with this too. These transitions where we're not down here, but we're up here. So hands to hips, bend your knees, start to get the hips back a little bit. Lift your right foot and step back and see if you can find a lunge of any sort. And breathe. And then turn your back foot to the side position. Yeah, so Lenny, go longer. So that we're in a warrior 2 stance. When I look, you can go both 2 ways, heel to heel or heel, front heel to back arch. And then we're gonna find this movement again. If we took our back hand to our front ribs and pull those ribs in, right? Front knee lines up with your front middle foot. And then take the arms out. And then what are we doing with the back glute, right? We're giving that a little bit of a squeeze. And then the back arm reaches forward. And you're gonna pull it back and then look back with it, only if that doesn't throw your balance. Reach forward and pull, 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 pull open. Reach forward and pull. Where do you feel this other than the legs, right? Pull. Last one. Reach and pull, open up. Straighten the legs, turn your toes, let those arms go. Kind of just shake it out. We're going to be going kind of back and forth here a little bit as we add on. So this time, take the other foot, right, which would be probably your right foot, and turn it back to the to face the other end of your mat. Bend the knee. Check your alignment, heel to heel or heel to arch. Take your back hand and just pull those ribs back towards center. And then take the arms out. Reach the back arm forward and give it a pull, like on purpose. Imagine you're pulling one of those elastic bands and you're extending and maybe looking back. The back leg is active. Reach, one more right here. Pull and release the arms, straighten that leg, turn the toes forward. Other side, turn the toes. Again, for me, it's my left leg, whichever one you started with. Back glute is active. Legs are the same. That's what's so cool about this. This knee tracking over that second and third toe or third and fourth toe, depending on you. And breathe. Inhale, take the arms up. Exhale, either your hand or your elbow to your thigh, and the other arm extends out. This is extended side angle. The front knee is bent, the back foot is pressing into the floor. Good, listen up, both arms up, back arm down, exalted warrior, and then switch, but go slow. I want a little bit of hover, especially, and switch, especially when the elbow's coming toward that thigh. Slow, slow, slow. There we go. Good. And reach. We got 2 more. Squeeze. We're going from extended side angle to exalted warrior. Last one. Breathe. You got it. And then arms out to T position, straight in the front leg. Turn your toes, let those arms go. Roll out your shoulders. All right, other side. Turn your toes. Good alignment, everybody, right? It's really important. Check your back foot. Make sure it's not pointing toward the front or toward the back of your mat. Make sure that foot is parallel or slightly turned in. Bend your front knee. Let's find that warrior two stance. Squeeze the back glute. Inhale, take the arms up. Exhale, forearm to thigh, reach over. Extended side angle, right? That's all this is. And breathe. Here we go. Lift up, reach back. Lift up. Slowly descend back to the thigh. We are working with this side body. And up. Slow it down. Reach up. Slowly bring it down. Good. Two more. Are you smiling? You feel like a little windmill here. Last one. Woo. And lay arms to T, straighten your front leg, turn your toes, let those arms go, and step those legs together. Whew, and shake that out. Come on back to the front of your mat. We're doing one more, both sides. So soften the knees, hinge from the hips, step back right leg. Find your breath. Inhale, reach the arms up. This is just an easy lunge, right? Good, hands to heart. Turn your back foot without turning your front knee. Extend out, warrior two. Find your breath. Good, take your, so if my left leg is forward, you're taking your right arm up or your back arm up. Take your other one to your back of your head and then squeeze down toward your leg. Don't even think about trying to touch and lift up. Just 3 of these. Squeeze, this is that hover thing. And up, we got one left. Squeeze that underside and up, lift up both arms, take them both out. Good, bring your hands to your heart. Turn your back foot again. This is where it gets tricky. Those transitions, hands come to hips, push off and step forward. Good, shake it all out. Same thing other side. Hands to hips, hinge from those hips, step back with your left leg. You're in a lunge. Find the hips, find the back leg, find the back glute. Inhale, take those arms up. Big deep breath, everybody. And then hands to heart. Drop the back foot to the side position. Once you do that, take a moment, right? Find the alignment, find the pose. It doesn't always transition easily. And then take those arms out. The back arm goes up. The other one goes behind your head. And we're going to reach. If this does not work for you, take the hand down to the leg instead and squeeze. Whoo, and up. Last one. Squeeze. And up. Extend up. Take those arms out. Turn the toes. Release those arms. And then step it all together. I know, right? So it's really interesting when you start to think about what we could do here to work with all the obliques. The obliques come down through here, right? They're just cool. All right, so last one here, and just a little bit more mindful. Legs are not quite as wide. They're maybe double your normal hips width apart. We're just gonna do some simple like punching. But when we do, the back foot has to pivot, right? So we pivot and then center. And then we pivot, whew, and center. And pivot and center. Good. Pivot, center, pivot, center, listen up, pivot, center. This one I want you to hold. So pivot and hold and breathe. And from here, pull that extended arm back and extend out through the other one. Yep. And reach again. And reach again. And reach. This is all the middle of your body here. Feel that. Reach and reach. Last one. Reach. Pull that arm back. Pivot. Go to the other side. And reach, 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 reach. That's it. Just two more right here. Reach and reach. Come back to center and step those legs together. Woo! All right, good job, everybody. Let's do a balance pose before we come to the floor. We haven't done any balance work here. We're going to do two different things. And this one I learned from an exercise video I've been doing lately. It's kind of cool and it's balanced and it reminds me of yoga. So you're in mountain pose and we take the hands up. Please feel free to be near a wall. So it's a slow move. You can take the hands together and bring a knee to elbows, but it's like a crunch. And then extend out, same side. And crunch. And release. And crunch. It's hard to go slow. And crunch. And release. Just one more on this side. Squeeze. And release and let those hands come down. First time I did that, I was wobbling all over the place because she goes really slow. Other side. Find that. Take the arms up. When you're ready, squeeze in and crunch. And release. Squeeze. Release. Squeeze. Release. Good. Two more. Squeeze. Feel that core. And release. Last one. Squeeze. And release. And shake that out. Great fun, right, Betty? She said, I loved it. She's very strong. All right, last one, mountain pose, last balance pose. Again, being near a wall, awesome. Stand tall. Take one knee up. So we start there. The hands can come to your chest. They can be in prayer. They can be in just that soft fist. And then stand super strong in the standing leg. Take, if your left knee is up, take your right hand to the outside. Take the other arm up and breathe. Optionally, cactus arm, back. Optional. Push your knee into your hand. It's going to help. Good. So again, working with the obliques, working with the rotational muscles, and then take the arm up and let go. And it's not just the obliques. There's a whole lot going on in there. All right, let's do the other side. Strong standing leg, bring the other knee up. Hold. Take the opposite hand to the knee, and then just gently push that knee out to the side. Take the other arm up. One, you're here, a little bit more balanced if your arm is here, or cactus pose and twist. Good, strong standing leg, everybody. Push into your hand with that knee. It's going to help you stay balanced. And release and let go and shake all that out. Holy moly. Come on up to the front of your mat. Inhale, take the arms up. Exhale, soft knees, hands down. You can put your hands on your blocks. Pause here, maybe take the feet just a little bit wider. And let it be a very comfortable forward fold. Very soft knees, by the way. Good, and then plant the hands, step back to downward facing dog. Spread out the fingers. Make sure you're not overspreading the thumbs. Remember that. Pedal out your feet. Come to plank. Lower the knees, a little chaturanga here. Slide the elbows forward, coming into Sphinx pose. And breathe. And in Sphinx, see if you can draw the belly in, lengthen the tailbone, the shoulders go out to the sides. And breathe. And then lower down the whole upper body. Just pause here for a second. Lift the legs. Squeeze the glutes. Lower them down. Take the arms down beside you. Lift the legs. Press the hands into the floor and lift your head, neck, and chest. Swim the right arm forward. And then swim it back. Swim the left arm forward and bring it back. Swim both arms forward. Swim them both back. Lift the arms, lift the shoulders, lift the legs. Don't overlift. And lower it all down. Oh, good. Shake it out, everybody. Whew. Extend out through your right arm. So just take your right arm forward. You're going to turn onto your right side, take your left leg and just step it behind you. Good. So you're laying on your whole right side. Your right arm can make a pillow for your head. You can bend your right arm and make it a pillow. Lengthen and flex your left side. Bring your right knee toward your chest. You're on your right side. This is going to create a balance challenge. Take your left hand behind your left thigh and extend that leg up. Again, balancing on the right side of your body. Some of you can reach for your big whoop toe. Bend the knee if the leg is straight. Release. Come back to center. Ooh, on your belly. Extend out through the left arm. Turn onto the left side. You can bend that left arm to make a pillow. Stack your legs. Flex your bottom leg. Press the hips forward, right? So we're not reaching or hinging at the hips. And then bend your right leg. Press down through the left. Take your hand behind the right thigh and take it up to the ceiling. Embrace the wobble. Some of you can bend the knee, grab your big toe, take it up. I almost went backwards. Release. Legs down. Woo. Roll on. Actually, come up to a seat. We got one more thing. I'm sorry about that. Almost forgot. So come on up and have a seat. See, it wasn't too bad, right? The hard stuff's done. It's all good. If you can, I want you to just bend one leg out, kind of out to the side, but not like a Janu or something. Just bring it in a little bit. If that doesn't work for you, you can extend the leg out. And I like what Betty just did. She gave me a reminder. She's using pillows, but if you bend that leg and it's way up high, just take a block underneath it and then stamp your foot with the other leg. So right now, if I'm mirroring, it would be my left foot on the floor. My right leg is down. I'm comfortably seated and lifting up really tall. Good. You're going to take your right hand or your opposite hand to the outside of your knee, and you're going to push that knee into your hand. You're going to feel I mean, not hard, but you're going to feel the engagement so that that knee isn't going to do any of this. It's just going to rock solid right there. And take the other arm out. From here, you're going to do the same pull that we've been doing. You're going to pull it back and then look behind you and then release it forward. And again, pull and just feel how strong, right? Those core muscles can get. And pull, release, and pull. Good, last one. Pull, hold, let that hand come behind you. You're in a seated twist. One, the hand stays there. Two, the elbow goes there instead. Don't go super deep here. Lift up nice and tall through your whole spine. And release it. And then just switch. I like this again because I can really feel the rotational muscles while keeping them stable, hence the hand to the knee thing, right? So here we are, that knee's wobbly. I'm going to push my hand or my knee into my hand so it can't go anywhere. Lift up super tall, take the arm out, and then pull it back, just bringing that elbow back, and then reach forward and pull back and reach forward. Good. Pull and forward. Two more. Pull it back and forward. Last one. Hold. Let the hand come back behind you. Lift up tall through your chest. And either the hand stays there or the elbow takes its place. Big deep breath. And release it and come back to center. Well done. All right. So now grab one block. We're coming down the finish line, everybody. Right? One time, I'm like, my sister will know, we used to play Frisbee a lot. And if somebody would walk in my field of vision and I would throw, I would always like aim right at them or hit them. Because I would just focus on that. And that's been kind of what I do with this kind of stuff. Once I get my focus on something, it's like, oh boy, will she ever stop? Grab your block, take it in your hands, take it at the widest width, lean back, lift your chest, squeeze your belly. You probably know what's coming, right? Don't over lean. Betty's right. She's like, I know right where she's going. All right, so here we go. So lean to one side and then the other. Breathe. Bend the knees more, Lynn. And breathe. Here we are, right? We have been working these muscles all day. Squeeze and squeeze, squeeze. Good. Last one. Take it center. Just bring the block forward and lean over those. We usually do our core work first thing. Now we're doing it last thing. Come on up. One, you're here. Honor your body. Two, your ankles are crossed. The ankles are pushing into each other to find some balance. Here we go. So criss and cross. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Pause in the middle. Recross other way. Cross your ankles. Woo! Feel that belly. 1, 2, 3, 4. Last one, I promise. 5. And let that go. Woo! Good. If you're comfortable crossing your legs, go ahead and keep a block by you. Go ahead and cross. If you're not, legs are straight. I want you to lean forward with a nice bent knee. If you're comfortable with your legs crossed, you can come on down and breathe. Woo. Stop, right? The crowds go wild. And then press on up from wherever you are. Straighten the legs, bring those heels to the front end of your mat. Flex your feet. Take the arms out, lift your shoulders, and come down one part. And come down one part. And come down one part. Woo! And one. And one. And down all the way. Whew. Bend your knees, everybody. Find your breath. Just take a moment here to assess how you're feeling, how your back is feeling. We'll do a little bit of a reset in just a second. Press your elbows to your shoulders to the floor. Robot arms, your fingers soft up toward the ceiling, lengthen your tailbone, and come into just a little bridge pose. So I want you to engage through the inner thighs and the glutes, okay? You don't have to go super high here. It's not about that. Breathe. And lower down. Lengthen your tailbone, lift your hips, come up. See if you can lift your right leg only, just your foot a little bit, and then set it down. Lift your left, set it down. Lift your right, and down. Lift your left, down, lower your hips fully. Choice one, you go to just a simple bridge, don't lift anything. Choice two, you do what we just did. Choice three, the final one, I promise, you're gonna lengthen your tailbone, push into your left foot as you lift your knee foot and take the hips up. So instead of being up and then lifting, and then lower the foot, lower the hips. Push into your right foot, lift the foot, hips, knee, all at the same time. Foot down, lower the hips. Here we go, just 2 more sets. Push and lift, down and lower. Push, lift everything, and down. Last set. Push and lift, and down. Push, lift, and down. Whoo, good job, everyone. Take those knees to your chest and rock side to side. Grab your block, take that block between your knees at the narrowest level and put your feet back on the floor. Walk the feet in to match the width of your knees and squeeze your block. Your upper body is fully relaxed, comfortable. Unsqueeze, release. Squeeze that block. Don't forget to breathe and release. Good, one more here, squeeze. And release. Lift your knees to your chest, turn that block to the second width and set that feet back down. Squeeze and release. Squeeze and release. Last one, squeeze. And release. Bring your knees to your chest. Go wide. The widest width, the feet adjust. Squeeze your block. And release. Squeeze. And release. Last one, squeeze. And release. Bring those knees up. Take the block out. Take both hands to the outside of your knees and push your hands into your knees into your hands. So you're doing, these are little hip resets from all that work we just did. Push those knees out, resist. Release both knees to your chest. Plant your right foot on the ground. Take the left leg up. Use your hands behind your knee. To help support that, flex your ankle, everyone. Bring those toes down toward the knee. Stretch out the back of the leg. And then bend the knee. Let's come to figure four. So that ankle goes above your right knee. Stretch that out. And you can play here with drawing the knees closer and then releasing them a little bit away. Kind of deepening the stretch and then softening it. Just watch that back. And then slide the knees across one another. So your knee on top of knee and bring both knees to your chest. Just relax here. Just let the feet be heavy. Stretching out the left side glute, usually the hip rotators. Good. Bring that foot back to the floor. Undo the other side. Bring your right knee to your chest. Extend that leg up. Oh, that should feel good. Maybe flex the ankle. And then come to figure four. Maybe draw the knees closer to chest. Maybe draw the knees in and away a little bit just to add a stretch. Don't overdo. Right? So easy to go too deep, too much. And then cross your knee over your other knee and bring those knees to chest. Relax your feet. I tend to flex my feet here, so just let them be heavy. Just stretch. The hips are nice and centered, the knees coming in toward chest. Release those. Both knees to chest. Let's do a quick happy baby and then we are done. So happy baby, your soles of your feet are flexed and pointing up to the ceiling. Your knees are down toward your side armpits. If you cannot hold on to your big toes or the sides of your feet, just grab your shins, which can be really nice. Just to grab the shins or the above the ankles, maybe rock a little side to side. You can also put your elbows underneath your knees and go there. You don't want to strain here. I see a lot of people strain in happy baby to get those hands to their feet, and there's just not a reason for that. And then bring those knees together. Get ready for Shavasana. So if you want to put a blanket on you, I realize I'm going to cool down really fast. So I'm going to throw my shirt back on. So maybe your blanket on, maybe your blanket behind your knees would be really nice to soften all that up. Sometimes the work in yoga can be really sneaky, right? And we're like, oh, all of a sudden, a day or two later, we notice it. So taking care of ourselves in Shavasana could be just the remedy we need. So maybe you help with putting something behind your thighs or behind your knees and then straighten the legs. And if you know you like a longer Shavasana, which is a beautiful thing, go ahead and mute your speakers so that you can stay as long as your body is asking you to. And then shoulders down toward the floor. Maybe the palms are face up or maybe they're resting on your belly. And as we exhale, we let all that go down to your mat. We let it all go to the earth. The eyes are soft. The belly is soft. The jaw is relaxed. Sink deeper into your Shavasana. Let the thoughts go. One more deep let go, everyone. For those of you who are ready, go ahead and start to wiggle through your toes, maybe circle the ankles. Bend one knee and then the other. Slowly draw those knees to your chest. Rock over to one side. Curl over to seedling pose. And then as you're ready, press on up. Coming back to a seat. Deep sigh of contentment. Inhale, take the arms up. Exhale, bring them down to your heart. Bow to your own inner worth, to that self-love that lets you take care of yourself in the very best way. Namaste, everyone.
Namaste.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, everybody.